Do you think offering a discounted service fee for restaurants to help them through this tough time and get testimonials? Even thought about restaurants and on your niche. I'm having trouble kind of understanding what you're asking, but I'll just kind of run with it. I think Asia's question is: do you think of offering a discounted service for restaurants to help them get through this tough time is a way to get people interested in paying me money for my service? The answer is most restaurants actually have difficulty paying for done for you ads as a whole. Like it's very, very difficult for a restaurant to pay 1,000 or $2,000 a month to just simply like get ads and get phone calls and get sales and results. And that's a function of the margin in their business. So when you look at like Facebook ad agencies that are massively successful, they are selling their clients expensive ass stuff like $3,000 packages, $5,000 packages, $10,000 packages. And those packages have such dollars and such margin that my client has to only sell one $10,000 bike a month and he's paid for my fee 3 times over, right? Restaurants don't have that. Like the average ticket, let's just say, is $80 and they've got a 20% margin if they're lucky. So they're only making $16 per sale. You would have to sell 100, that's 3 per day, $180 things, which is on the high end, to begin to afford your service. So for the most part, restaurants just don't have the margin and don't have the high enough money to pay a Facebook ads person to do stuff for them. I'm sure there's 1 or 2 or 3 other people going to argue with me, but there for every 1 or 2 people that argue with me, there's 10, 20, or 30 other people that are like, yeah, that's right. Like restaurants are horrible. Rocket Delion is still trying to figure out how to crack the code for restaurants. We've got 2 or 3 other people in the IC that are trying to crack the code for restaurants. It's just so much harder. You can discount your service if you want, but I don't think there's a connection between discounting your service and getting a restaurant to pay you money, especially when there's such massive competition where they're already doing a rev share and you have to compete with that. Like, why would I, as a restaurant, pay you $2,000 when I can just connect it to Uber Eats and only pay a percentage of sales? So that's the challenge. Now, your second question is how do I get testimonials with restaurants through this tough time? You can do one-time installations. You can be like, hey, we're going to do a bot thing. Costs you $500, but because of Corona, I'm only going to charge you $250. You've got no fulfillment. It's copy and paste. Maybe takes you 10, 15 minutes. And now you have a product margin that you're happy with. And it's a product, so you don't have to do anything else. Like you're not talking to them. It's like, we're just going to install this and say, see you later, goodbye. And this is how you go ahead and use it and stuff like that. And then you can get them like 1,000 signups or something like that, or send an email and get like 15 phone calls. Then like, look, Mr. Johnson, you got the results. Can we jump on a FaceTime real fast? And you tell me about the results. You plug in your phone, open up QuickTime, click record, and talk to them like this. So it's showing on your computer. You record it that way. Didn't know you could do that, right? Open up QuickTime with your phone plugged in. You can record your phone. And then you got your mini testimonial. And you can have customers saying, or end clients and end restaurants saying like, hey, I paid Jeff money for his bot. We got 500 people signed up and we got 24 phone calls and 3 of them came in. I spent 500, I made $2,000. I get to use it again and again and again. So that's possible, but restaurants are probably absolutely horrible simply because they don't have margin and don't have volume. And Facebook ad agencies that work tend to just do business with people that have big margins and big dollars. And it tends to be the same amount of work. Like you look at BTOP Local based out of Utah. All they do is they sell $10,000 90-day programs to their plastic surgeons or med spas. And now those med spas and those plastic surgeons will probably make $30,000 or $40,000, and they're jumping up and down because they paid 10 and made 30 or 40. That works, right? It's going to be real hard for you to do something similar with a restaurant. So just as an FYI.